I know we are all packed and ready to hit the cottage. My bags is at the front door and I'm waiting on my shuttle as we speak. But before it gets here, let's talk about my favorite scenes from each episode, starting with episode 1. Okay? Let's talk about them staring. I call it the staring scene. That's exactly what it is to me. It's one of my favorites for a couple of reasons, but in particular, I really love the symbolism that it represents within their relationship, with Ilya looking down at Shane and Shane looking up at him. It's obviously kind of like references as well to like the dom and sub undertones in their relationship. But I also love the way that Shane or Hudson can portray Shane's awkwardness and his nervousness as well. Before he looks up at Ilya, it's kind of like the movements that he does. It's like he feels Ilya looking at him, but also he kind of just, it's the one feeling that Ilya's looking at him, but then also two feeling like he can't not look at him too, right? And I really just love that they showcase that very early, the fact that they cannot stop looking at each other when they're in the same room. Okay. Moving on to the locker scene. Again, with Hudson's ability to show Shane's nervousness and awkwardness. One, him sitting there waiting on him sitting there waiting on Ilya to come out, it will forever be so funny to me. And then with him getting out there and him trying to tell him that like you could just forget about that and him dropping his shoe. Oh, oh, babes, hang it up, hang it up. And then Ilya laughing at him like you're such a bad liar. He was in fact a bad liar. You wanted that man and you wanted that man bad. And at that point, just admit to it, Buki. It's okay. It's okay. You ain't even got to go through all of that. Okay. But it is also another scene. There are lots of scenes where it's Ilya looking down at Shane and Shane looking up at him. And I do think that like that plays into the dom slash sub undertones. And I love it because I feel like it's very intentional. I will say that. Yeah, I think it's very intentional, and I love that like these subtle cues within the show, they do it so well. And a lot of the scenes that I picked out from each episode showcase that. And moving on to the very last one, it has to be the rooftop scene. That scene was so emotional that like I needed to pause it and take a breath. Okay. It just like it was a lot of emotion and like a plethora of it being thrown at us at one time. And I ate it up. Okay. If we did not have episode 2 to immediately follow into, I probably would have crashed out. Right. From Shane's desperation to like talk to Ilya to get him to like acknowledge him, and then Ilya's desperation to have Shane understand that like and not everything's about you. Like I go home in 3 days and you don't even know what that means because you have a perfect happy family. Like ah ah it was so good though. It was so good. I ate that up. Honorable mentions, the scene with Shane and his mom. He portrayed a teenager so freaking well in that, and it was just the cutest thing ever to me. And then the other one would obviously be their first meeting. I think there was a lot of symbolism in that as well, with the flicking of the lighter not working until Shane comes into the scene, and then also the lack of words from Ilya, but the intensity in his stare, as well as like Shane's awkwardness, and like it just is a solid representation of like their relationship moving forward. Anyways, y'all, those are my top 3 scenes from episode 1. Get in the comments, let me know how y'all feel. What is it like? What did y'all like about these scenes? And I'll be back with episode 2.